Darius gives us some insight on Carmen's finances, where she was before she allowed Karina to get in the picture. He also speaks on Rico and says that he believes he has some intellectual issues. And he throws shade at maybe. Did y'all catch that? Check it out.
Remember that we have, I know everybody's been waiting for me to say something. We were cool at a certain point. And when I noticed things going a little left is when she had got with Tay. So Tay is her now wife. They, there's all kinds of controversy and all kinds of crap around Tay that we can certainly talk about and get into. And that whole standpoint, it just really deteriorated, right? At one point in Carmen's life, she had, if not $1 million business, very close to the $1 million mark. I'm telling you what I saw with my own eyes, right? When she was with Stephanie, who's her ex, and I was over at their house cooking with them, and I was helping her with shipping easy. This is when, Ray Charles, exactly. I was trying to find a third person that was blind, but I couldn't think of one, but you got the point. I was at her house. This is before boss lady, Karina, who is a whole other piece of work. This before Karina joined forces, like at the very beginning. And so they were, Carmen was doing things by hand and, she was doing things that wasn't electronic and whatever. And so I was giving her some tips or some advice on how to do certain things or whatever the case may be. In that, there was one evening at my house, you might recall, we were cooking live together. And we were doing so well. It was me, her, and Kerwin Claiborne, the comedian. He was in town. And we were all at my house cooking and acting a fool. And we had all done sales, like spot sales. Carmen had done, I made her do a sale, like a couple, 20% off or whatever. She made, I want to say she made like $25,000 that night, right? I did about 60 and then Kerwin sold out his whole show. So I'm only telling you the facts here because I'm building my case. There really was amazing, beautiful synergy that existed that would allow her to walk away with a decent amount of money. So for example, that was then. Today, can she go live and make $25,000 live on product sales? The answer is absolutely not, right? So the question is, what has happened between then, where seemingly you were not on top, but you were certainly on your way to coasting in a really great spot, to now that you can't even generate $1,000 from your live streams, right? There's a huge problem in this. And so we can go around and around and around, and we probably will in the course of this conversation. Girl, I just put this shirt on real fast. I was walking around here with no shirt on. I was doing some house cleaning, just like y'all be at y'all house. When y'all be at y'all house and y'all be having your bra off and your titties be hanging and you got your moo on, girl, I did not want to get on here with my titties hanging. So I put this little shirt on for 2 seconds. When I get off the live, it's finna go back off and I'm finna go back to clean up my house and mopping my floor, okay, with no shirt on. That's how I like to live, okay? I did this for y'all, so listen, deal with it, okay? Anyway, so, what has transpired between then and between now that she's not able to generate any money in her brand? And there's a lot of stuff that are contributing factors that unfortunately, I don't know why she can't see. Anyway, here we are, and I have not spoken on Carmen in months. Let the record reflect, okay? So here we are, and the newest hot news that has now hit the table, girl, the newest news that's done popped up is Rico done left Carmen. Now, let me tell you who Rico is, okay? Rico, I should have took me an edible before I did this live, but Rico is the oldest young person I have ever seen in my life, okay? I have never seen somebody, when you say, how old are you? They say 14, 57. I have never seen that in my life. The boy is 14 and 57 at the same time, and it is astonishing to see, okay? So Rico I guess he's mentally challenged. You know, it has never really been confirmed, and I don't really know if he has any mental disabilities. But you can kind of look at Rico and tell. And I'm not being funny. I'm just telling you that you can look at Rico and tell the elevator don't go all the way to the top floor. Like the lights are on, but nobody's home. The mall is open, but nobody's shopping. It's something with Rico. I'm not really sure. Okay. But Rico apparently was Carmen's right-hand man, one of her loyal subjects, I guess, right? Which then I'll tell you something right there. For Rico, for Rico to be your right-hand man and be 14 and 57 at the same time, that'll tell you something is wrong with your decision making, because who in their right mind as a leader is going to hire somebody that is 14 and 57 at the same time as their right-hand man? You might be fifth in line to the kingdom. You know, I might let you sweep the floor or something like that, but honey, you can't make no executive decisions. You don't even know how to tie your shoes properly. How you going to effectively direct my business and you have challenges in and of yourself? And you cannot tell me that Rico do not have challenges. Now, I'm going to be honest. I listened to a couple of the videos. Okay, I was up late last night or early this morning before I dosed again, and I was up and I listened to a couple of the videos, and I heard Rico. He was very emotional. He sounded like he can put two and two together. He 57 years old. Even if he not fully developed, he 57. That's almost 30 years of experience. You could cut him in half. He supposed to have 60, but even though he not all the way there, and that's fine, we could at least cut his experience in half and say, okay, we're not gonna get you at 60, because that's how old he almost is. 58. We're gonna get you at 30 or 29. Because 29 and 29 is what? All right, there we go. So you got at least 29 years of experience. So you 29 years old, Rico, you should know what situation is good for you and what situation is not good for you. And I fought Rico because how you leave Atlanta, get to Houston? You've been in Houston all these years. 2 years you've been in Houston. A year and a half, 2 years. And now you just getting fed up. Now the tea is this, girl. Apparently Rico came to his senses. I'm going to go back and listen to the whole thing. No, I'm not, girl. I can put two and two together. Rico got upset because he felt like now they live in the Heights. I live in the Heights as well. All right. This is no secret. I know exactly where Tay live. I was over to their house before the shit blew up. They go to the same HEB I go to. It's got 2 floors. It's called HEB in the Heights. It's on 24th, a block off Shepherd, in between Shepherd and Calhoun or whatever the other street is called. Something like that. Or the C, I forgot what it's called. But it's over there. So we go to the same one. Rico live in the Heights like I live in the Heights. Carmen live in the Heights. Tay live in the Heights. We all live in the same. They live like 7 minutes from my front door, right? Now, Rico said, and I heard out his mouth. Now, he really didn't say a whole lot because I guess he's very emotional. He's full up of emotion, and it's hard for him to get all the emotion out, apparently. I think he might be a little gay too, but we'll talk about that later. What is he top or bottom? I can't see him being nobody's top. And he do not look clean enough to be nobody's bottom. Maybe he a side. They got them new things out now. They a side. Girl like a baked potato. Girl like a French fry. Girl like broccoli. It's a side. It ain't the main course. It's a side. I don't even know what this is, child. You come up with new stuff every year. I got to go back to gay training 101, homosexuality university 101, because I'm confused my damn self. Been gay 40-something years and still confused. Anyway, so Rico got upset because Rico said it's not a video, girl. It's audio. It's a video of the audio. So you can't see it. It's just him, and you don't want to see him. Trust me, because you won't feel sorry for him when you see him like Jerry's kids. So what had happened was Rico said that when the storm came, now it was a storm last week. If you are not from not living in Houston, you don't know, it was bad. It was a bad storm. Girl, some people's lights still out. That's how bad the storm was. My lights went out twice. Okay, so it was bad. Anyway, so Rico said that he felt that bad because during the storm, when the lights and power is out, he's completely dependent upon Carmen now. So he does not have any lights, any power, and he does not have any water or any food to eat, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a little tough because the grocery stores were closed. You know, there was no power over here. So I had to drive an hour outside the city, someplace called Sealy, just to get a room. That's how far I had to go. So it was kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? It was a little tough out being outside. But anyway, so he got upset because he felt like they left him high and dry. And I guess this was really the straw that broke the camel's back. This was the moment that Rico felt like he had really been betrayed. He had really been forsaken at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he felt like that, damn, y'all ain't even thinking about me. Y'all don't even care about me. Here I am right here. And now it's like, you know, shit hitting the fan. So Rico has apparently left Houston. Rico has left Houston. Apparently he is back in Atlanta, back with his family or whatever the case may be. And the gag is, if I could be honest with you, he should have been back with his family. He should have never left to begin with to be with Carmen and the whole bit. So that's what's going on. And so y'all asking me, what's my opinion of the whole situation? Everybody that you once saw around Carmen. Now, Carmen is 60 years old. She was hanging out with Maybay, who younger than me. Got to be. She look older than me, but she younger than me, child. She was hanging out with Mary. I think her and Mary about the same age. They about running the same circle. She was cool with Mama Tracy. She was cool with me. She was cool with Latrice Allen. Okay. She was cool with the Green. There was all these people who are still doing well in the social media realm. Like they're still relevant. They're still rocking. They're still doing their thing. She was surrounded. Something happened with Tay getting in the picture that has now left her standing all by herself. And I'm telling you, Tay is going to leave this woman. Carmen will have no place to call home. She will have no business. She will have no income. She will have no money. And she's still in litigation with, Now, she was dumb as hell. I'm going to tell you what she went wrong to begin with. She was dumb as hell for letting Karina get in on her business. She was dumb as hell for letting Karina get in on her business. That's what things went wrong to begin with. How you running a successful almost seven-figure, multi-six-figure spice seasoning on everybody lovers, girl. Garlic lovers, pepper lovers, salt lovers, orange lovers, lemon lovers, Kool-Aid lovers, bleach lovers, dishwashing liquid lovers, girl. Onion, it was a lovers, everything. You got a multi-six-figure business and you're doing relatively well. Why would the fuck would you let Karina come in? And then she gonna say, oh, Karina is a snake. Baby, if Karina is a snake, girl, you are Dumbo the elephant. Because it doesn't make sense that you allow somebody externally to come in and then you give them 50% of your business. You can't make no decisions. If you got 50 and she got 50, somebody got to be the majority. Somebody got to be the minority. I love Tommy. I love Tommy Ford like nobody's business. I think he's an amazing business partner. But even he realizes he who holds the purse strings makes the majority of the decisions. Okay? When you drop $250,000, then you can make some choices around here. Now, I respect him, so I don't operate like that. You see what I'm saying? I have 90%. He has 10%. I treat him like we 50-50. I treat him equally. But I'm not going to sell off another 30-40% of my business to him for whatever the case may be. That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. That's not good business acumen. And I don't know who advised this woman to sign this paperwork stating so. So then, of course, her and Karina, they start getting into it. And so, you know, Karina ran me the tea. Karina ran me the tea on the house and everything. Girl, it's a mess. They had this house $500 something thousand. It's a cute house. $500 something thousand. Now Karina got money. She got other businesses. So she got a wife. I think she had a white wife. They well-to-do child. They do stuff. They got good credit. American Express. What she say she is, she really is. I ain't gonna lie. I don't fuck with her. I ain't gonna lie on her. But she really do have what she say she got. Right? I've seen it, so I know she do. They had a piano. Anybody got a piano in their house? Okay, they doing good. So anyway. So the house, so she was trying to help Carmen out. They friends, whatever. Girl, the people say there was something going on between them two. I don't think so, because both of them, they manly acting. Unless one is like, in the gay lifestyle, we call it versatile. Unless one versatile, because you can look one way externally and be another way on the inside. Outside you can look hard, but you could be a pretty princess on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like one, you know what I'm saying? It could just depend. So anyway, they said they had something going on. I didn't believe it. But Karina wanted to really help Carmen out. So, because you know what? I wouldn't have gone to that extent. But think about it this way. If you don't help Carmen out, she's at a disadvantage. If your business partner is disadvantaged, then so are you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. So anyway, so she gets this house, and the house that she gets, oh, y'all said her wife not black. I mean, her wife not white. Okay, well, they live like it. Okay. All signs point to Caucasian. Okay. So anyway, and Karina mixed or something. She ain't all black. Karina is either mixed or she got some Creole in her. Because you know good and well, her hair, she don't need no relaxing her hair. She ain't black like you and I. Her black like this here. She more like this, not like this. And what I'm talking about. So anyway, so she gets the house for Carmen. The house $500 something thousand. This is what she told me. She said the agreement was that she was going to get the house, and then Carmen was going to pay her back for the house, like the down payment, and then take over the whatever. Well, it came time for her to pay, and Carmen didn't pay. Now, what Carmen was trying to do is trying to get the house sold. That's what she was trying to do, get the house sold. But Karina put the kebabs on that and wouldn't let that happen. So I asked Karina, I said, Karina, why would you get this house for Carmen? She said, well, because I really wanted her, to do well. And I cared about her. I said, okay, cool. Got it. So then she said, but Darius, I was willing to let this house go to foreclosure. And I said, why would you let this house go to foreclosure? She said, because, and now this make a lot of sense. The helper is sneaky as hell. She is trifling, but when she makes sense, she makes sense. She said, Darius, what do I need my credit for right now? I have all the house. I got the house I need. I got the car. I got the credit cards. I got the cash. And you know what? When you think about it, what do you use your credit for? A car and a house. If you got enough money to go buy a car in cash and you already got your primary residence, then at the end of the day, you really don't need your credit. And that's a different concept. Listen, if the first thing you do when it's time to buy a car is go put up your credit report, this is a different conversation. This is a different tax bracket. This ain't what they do. Okay? Let me just say that one more time. I just need you to understand. Right? She doesn't need it. So she's willing to let a house go to foreclosure on her credit report because she wanted Carmen out of the house. She wanted to be done with Carmen so bad, so much that she immediately was like, I'll just let it go, do whatever. So anyway, well, cash is not always king. Credit is king because you can do things with credit that you can't do with cash. For example, Rico, her right hand, that left Atlanta, moved to Houston, and now after 2 years and some change, Rico has had it, and Rico has left based on all of the decisions that Carmen has made that have been cumulative. And Puerto Rico is devastated. Once you hear his video, oh my God, he is so devastated. He can't even get his words out because it's just so emotional. I don't know how many words he knows in real life, so it's hard to really, put a filter and figure out just how upset he is. I mean, if a person has a full scope of a vocabulary and they tell you that, it's tough right now and you sort of emotional, then you go, okay, this must be pretty emotional for this particular person. But when a person has a very limited vocabulary and they know 5 or 6 words, it being emotional, you're just not really sure how deep that is, how deep that runs. So I can only tell you what he said. I can tell you what I heard, but I'm not really sure how to interpret it. Like I could explain it to you, but I really can't help you understand. Okay. So anyway, so Rico he's upset now and he has decided to leave. Rightfully so. He should have been left, a long time ago. He should not have stayed around. The video, it's not a video. Okay. I know you're looking for a video. It's not a video. It's really you want me to find it for you? Hold on. Let me find it. It's not a video. It's really am I on Facebook on this iPad? Girl, don't matter. The iPad dead anyway. Let me grab the computer. Hold on, y'all. Put 2 and 2 together, understand exactly what's going on at this point. It's horrific. It's so sad that he has to be in this position. And I think it's so sad that Carmen is the person that put him here. I think it's so sad. I mean, I do want him to take some accountability because at some point you could have been like, girl, this don't make sense to me. But, none of us can really say what it is until we are actually in it. You know what I mean? But, what don't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse. And this whole thing is sad. So that's my 2 cents.